Well, hello ravers, my name is Brawlerz, and I would like to say it is good to be officially back making content. If you hear a little bit of me being on the down low, forgive me because I am very tired from working a full-time position, but isn't that just about a little more than 85% of the world nowadays? We're all doing a full-time, and then we want to come home and collapse, but I wanted to come back to YouTube with a bang. Unfortunately, with this type of news that just hit Maniac on their Instagram page, shout out to Maniac. I'm not sponsored by them, but there was a particular festival that was going to take place in Canada, which was called Ever After Music Festival. And I'm going to show a screenshot of Ever After right now. It had some unique lineups and acts that were going to be a part of this festival, including two that I was about to encourage you folks to go and see if you guys were going to go to Ever After Music Festival. One of them would be Socialz. I believe this is his last festival show ever. In fact, it might be his last show period under this project of Socialz, which is under the name of Dubloads. This is a side project with his signature ghostly and grithy sounds being into a house vibe status. It's pretty cool, and a lot of people were digging his style. Unfortunately, I'll have to confirm my investigation with Dubloads' Bluebird page account to see where he will go next to take his final show for his name, Socialz. And it's very unfortunate that this was going to be his last one, and now that the festival is canceled, who knows where he's going to go next, where he's going to make his last bang with Socialz. Also, Noisia, for those that do not know, some OG pioneers of drum and bass. This was going to be one of their last destinations and last festivals to perform. And if you look at the website of Noisia, I'm going to put a link in the description for their final tour dates. This was going to be one of their last spots to perform as Noisia. Most likely it will be one of the three, if not all three of them were going to perform here at the festival. And now, because of it being canceled on the week before the festival was to launch, that's not going to happen anymore. And a whole bunch of other acts, shout outs to those acts on the roster, but unfortunately none of them are going to perform, because here's a screenshot of the message with Ever After Music Festival explaining their closure. I'm going to read it to you, and we'll take a look into this message in my opinion. Dear adventurers, it is with great sadness and disappointment that we must officially announce the cancellation of Ever After Music Festival 2022 at Brawlerz Creek in Ord-Meronte. Throughout the course of the past 2 years, our team has worked tirelessly to plan and execute the biggest and best edition of Ever After yet. We relocated to Brawlerz Creek event grounds to improve our adventures experiences by introducing camping options, providing festival goers with more space, and making our event even more accessible to all. Unfortunately, despite our tremendous investment of time, effort, community, and commitment and money, we have been met with a series of obstacles from several key third parties that will prevent this event from moving forward as planned. It seems to me that a lot of the third party individuals that were supposed to take part in helping out Ever After Music Festival come to life just ended up bailing out at the very last minute. Who knows what could be going on behind the scenes for Ever After. And I'm pretty sure that the refunds will be going out in a fully timely manner. So if anyone has purchased tickets to go to Ever After Music Festival, be on the lookout within EDM Maniac's social media postings, and if they have any FAQs to see how you're going to get your money back. So what does this mean for another future Ever After Music Festival? Well, I might also put the benefit of the doubt of COVID-19. Even though the pandemic has been mostly lifted everywhere, the virus is still making its grounds, and it's going to be here for the very, very, very long run. And we got to be more careful with the other types of illnesses that are currently popping up, making their debuts after a long while from who knows how long, decades ago. And we still got to stay vigilant with one another if we are going to go out into these festivals and to support our favorite DJs and producers and whatnot. Well, that's all I got to say with this unfortunate news for anyone that was going to the Ever After Music Festival. Hopefully you folks and ravers will be able to get your refunds in a timely manner, and keep on the lookout to see if Ever After Music Festival will make a comeback. As I mentioned, I was going to go and see the 2 acts of Noisia and Houseloads if I was to go to Ever After. Unfortunately, only time will tell with what's going to happen with the refunds, with what's going to happen to the next installment of Ever After Music Fest, and so on and so forth. That'll be it for this quick, short, and comeback of unfortunate news that I was going to cover, to have around 5 to 8 DJ sets that you're supposed to check out if Ever After was to go full born, but I'm glad I waited until what is now unfortunately the very last minute of Ever After being no more for this year. Who knows what they'll have in store for next year. Until then, we'll have to keep waiting. Thank you all so much for listening to my rambling, and until my next video, keep listening, stay safe, and rave on.